I'm Aaron Hallett. I read original Christian rock. I had a riff idea sort of kind of pop into my head, put down some lyrics and a few memory aids on my phone, so I'm working off that. I've been using like some crazy heavy distortion. I'm probably still gonna, but I decided to start with a lighter sound, so I'm just working on building that right now. Delaying one side by a millisecond, got different things going on each side, so it sounds like I'm double tracking almost, just playing. Because you hear left and right separately. I'm not sure what I want to do. I just had a couple like sort of vocal melody ideas. Sounds like it'd be A, C, E minor. A minor, C major, E minor. So I set a tempo just to kind of start working with this, roughly based on what I did here. Actually, I think it's going to be faster now. Yeah, so, okay. I'm trying to piece this together in my head. So, okay, verse. I might want to tame that phaser. Should I just go for it? Probably. I got a couple resets in there because I kept like deciding to do different things. I eventually landed on I'm going to do this like little riff thing. Half a chorus, do it again, and then full chorus. Yeah, something like that. Whatever the heck I just did. I had a little bit of a screw up after a bridge section I did doing the riff, but I'm going to layer it anyway, so I don't care. Just by the nature of that, I'm going to get rid of this phaser and throw in Ottawa. Also thinking it might be cool to throw this filter. Maybe not. Never mind. It's worth trying that. And jump over to some crazy distortion. I'm not really wanting to do any more overdubs on camera, like all the way through for this. I'm just gonna punch in stuff. I'll just have a left guitar and it'll make no sense when it dive bombs down an octave. I gotta get that tighter. Turn off input monitoring butthole. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You know what? Since I'm just dubbing anyway, let me get my sound for the right side set. That's good. Not too distorted, so I got some clarity, but it's heavy. Yeah, that added the like pick attack. Let me see. That was kind of badly played, but I should turn off it. Let me get that on time. I just want the percussiveness. Then this happens again. I forgot that was on. How does that sound? You know what? It's just percussive anyway. Turn that back off. Let me see here. Color code these so I know what the heck I'm looking at, and yeah, I'm gonna make these a similar thing, and then this riff I'll make blue. It's not too different than what I usually do, but okay, now I can just take this whole blob and put it down on the next part. I'm gonna make a new track and just basic rock distortion. make this, there we go. So again, that sounds stereo because I got a delay on one side and different amps and everything. So it's a dual signal path. But the millisecond delay, and especially if you throw in any kind of pitch things, if you really want to make it like more spread out, it'll just give you the illusion of stereo multi-tracking. I used to do that trick a long time ago when it's actually is a long time ago when I was playing out in a band. I was the only guitar player. A lot of times bands with single guitar players, you end up kind of having a wimpy sound. You're only one guitar player. I got a Line 6 Pod X3 Live, one of those floorboard things with the buttons, little expression pedal. So I just made a clean overdrive, heavy distortion, and then heavy distortion plus a slight volume boost with some delay on it. Every single patch had a digital delay effect on the one side. I would turn the feedback to nothing, turn the mix to 100%, and then just have it delaying by time, and you could select, and it went down to like 5 milliseconds or 10, or I forget, but it was a pretty quick time. So anyway, I would do that, and then you'd put a chorus on like barely like a 1% mix on whatever side you delay. That would give you separation, and it would sound like two guitar players. So I used to run a left and a right line out of that thing, and they were panned internally, and I would just hand it to the guy at the mixing console and be like, listen, direct signal, you don't have to do anything, just plug this sucker in. And yeah, it was great because like it sounded like I multi-tracked live. Should I just do a massive solo? Yeah, why not? I kind of have to pee. I think I can hold it. Bad note. Crap. All right, I'm back. Ugh, man, the coffee just hits me. After dragging the bass, I went into the plugin and turned on an octave effect that I've got in there. I just don't track with it on. That way it sounds a little more in context with... Let me see how the guitar solo is sounding with the bass guitar on it now, because with just the rhythm guitar, it was eating everything. Might add more, might not. We'll see. Oh yeah, the acoustic. I might want to add that in the chorus. I had a battery for this tuner on the acoustic, and I cannot figure out where I plopped it down. I gotta do that, but I'm just gonna tune with the mic. So I tracked that. I'm only going to do one side. So let me do this. I'm going to do my stereo thing real quick here. Sample delay mono stereo. There we go. I really only want the strum, and it's stereo now. Alright, cool. Now I can just put that in the other two and paste it on the wrong track like an idiot. There we go. I'll go over to the drum kit. Just gonna go in here and clean up. There's some extra notes. I either bump the tom with my leg or cymbal stand transfers vibrations. It's easy to spot because it's like super quiet notes. Alright, I'm going to drag this. Why are you not showing me this? There we go. And drag this down to a lower tom. MIDI transform, fix note length, shrink your note values down. If like me, your drum VST does not give a crap about note lengths, because my module spits these out way too long and they all overlap and I can't see what's going on. So I just check for super darked out notes and that tells me it's a double trigger. There's a few like super quiet hits on the snare I'm seeing, and I'm not sure what those are, if I actually did that or not. Probably won't even hear them anyway. I'm debating putting MIDI guitar dubs in the chorus, but I don't know if I want to. I haven't deleted the tracks yet, but I'm going to put lyrics. Oh, wait, I got lyrics. What the hell am I talking about? Actually, okay, let me just warm up my voice. I'm going to grab some hydration, too, to help that, and I'll be right back. I'm going to just start recording and see where this goes, because I came up with a little bit of a melody ahead of time on that voice recorder, so I think I remember it enough to just maybe pull this off. Let's see what happens. I think I got that done. I actually sat there for the whole solo because I was trying to get it in one take and I botched it. And I was like, damn it. Pretty much the idea. I've been loading up some effects on my vocals, by the way, so if you hear that, that's what it is, but just raw. Alright, well, that's it. I'm not going to layer that, nothing, because I mainly use the plugin I'm referring to for that. It's called Humanoid. It does vocoder stuff, harmony stuff, filter stuff, etc., etc. It does a bunch of stuff. All right, so yeah, vocals are done. Song's done, give or take, adding a few things on the vocals and some mixing and mastering. I do one of these every morning. I'm not really looking to get the perfect thing down or anything like that. I'm just coming out here to write songs, you know? I like writing music. I'm just coming out here to show that I just keep coming out and doing it, and I'm just getting more practice as I go. And frankly, I'm just worried about getting better than what I previously could do. I don't really give a crap about comparing to other people. So I'm also just documenting progress and saying, hey, look, if you want to do something, don't worry about what other people think. Just do it. Worry about improving on what you can do. That's it. All right, so the lyrics I put down are going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. I've just got lots of music. It's a variety. That's all I'll say. So like I'm doing this every day. It's a learning process. Some of my older stuff, mixed mastering, probably pretty questionable, and various, you know, instrumental vocal abilities and the early stuff probably pretty questionable, but you know, even if you think I still suck now, I'm better than I used to be. That's where you can find my stuff. The top, I have a link. So if you go to the top of my description box, see that link right there. It's Bible teaching, and it's the best stuff I know of. I say it's the best stuff I know of because everything else I see is subjective, meaning they're importing traditional denominational stuff or other things. This is just objective teaching. Nothing else added. Just what does the book actually say? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages, and that clears up a whole bunch of stuff right there. And so many people, even if they've been at it their whole lives, think they know things. They usually don't, and they're just doing repetition of the same stuff. And yeah. So I think it's a breath of fresh air. I put it there as a resource if you want to check it out. That's why that's there. I will just continue to come out every morning and write music. So see you tomorrow. Here comes the final version of the song. Thanks for watching. Bye.